Hey guys, we're back. Alright, let's do some Puzzle Rush. Let's see. Oh, my bad there, sorry. Let's see here. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? Let's see, what am I? Oh, pushing here. Let's see. Let's see, takes, yeah. Um, we wanna. That was my fault there. I rushed a little too much. I didn't calculate it out. See if I takes here. It takes here. He actually comes there. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh. Not bad. 41 in the world. Oh, 3 strikes, you're out. Okay, I'll try that again. not seeing here? What am I not seeing? Hey, Fox. Takes. I see a fork. I guess we just went a piece there. Check. Comes up. Yeah. Pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes. Bishop takes. No, I don't like that. What's going on with, what am I missing here? Well, queen takes c2. Bishop takes c2. Oh. Drat. My bad there. Sorry, guys. So I'm trying to figure out if I check here. Boy, this is a headache. Let's see here. Not sure. Oh, here. Well, I don't think that's right. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's take a look at Fox's game. That was fun. Okay, I'm glad they came out with that new Puzzle Rush. That's fun. Okay, what game do you have, Fox, for us to look at? Yeah, there was a mate one. It was the rook move. Yep. Interesting. Oh, did you guys read that Stockfish? How often do you stream? Oh, every day. Did you read that Stockfish won against all the engines? So Stockfish is now the world's strongest engine. Let me see here. A5. Kind of reminds me of a Fabi setup almost with Magnus. Not today, but yesterday when he was able to implant a knight on B6, very similar to that setup. But this knight wasn't able to challenge this knight here, but very similar type of setup. Oh, so sweet. Well, of course, Alpha Zero is the chess engine's chess engine. Did it actually participate in the tournament? It participated in the tournament? Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't see it in the standings. I may have missed that. If I did, I would. That's cool. I'd like to see their game because it's the number one engine versus, or the number two versus the number one. So that'd be a stellar game to go over. But the engine didn't play knight d4, did it? B6. Was there a knight b6 somewhere in here? I don't really see. I don't see really see knight b6. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's, and what I gotta say, for just an engine that, you know, was as the beginning, it's pretty a strong engine, Leela. So tells you that if the engine can start out like that and then become great, so can we. We have a mind as well, and that's given by the Lord. And they always say that the human mind is the best computer. I don't like just calling us a computer. Yeah. But so we actually have the best, if you want to think of the human mind as a computer. The human mind still, with adequate information and proper dedication, could end up still better than any engine. We just have to make our brain more efficient. And then it comes down to a choice at that point. Whom do you want to spend your time doing? Where do you want to spend your time doing? And engines understand that brute calculation is, so they go through game after game after game and looking at certain positions, certain weaknesses, and they learn that way. And that's why you should study chess every day, because you're building the routes that the engines do. They study chess every second of every day, and they constantly look for weaknesses, strengths, and that's how you end up becoming a super grandmaster, is your dedication level. I know you should probably say there's a lot of people that are dedicated to that, but there's the proper way of studying that's important. There's study, and then there's perfect study, and that's what you have to be able to implement, is the perfect study. Computers know how to do that. And then they know how to calculate long lines. They'll out calculate a human, because they don't have fear, they don't have worry, they don't bring anything into their games, and they learn from everything. Doesn't mean they're going to be 100% perfect. There's only one that was perfect. Let's see here: G5, C5. G takes F4, C takes F4. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so now it came down here. Gotcha. Yeah, this was actually the line that they kind of talked about before this. The knight was here though. One of the white knights was here. This pawn was off the board, and Fabi had to see the C5 move, and he did. It was out of this world game, and it all was because of G5 that was played. It was. I don't blame Magnus for playing that. I would have been also, berserking. But you have to know when to berserk, and sometimes berserking, if not directed, can end up being your demise. G takes F. So now this rook, and it almost was Magnus's loss, close to his loss. It's too bad that Fabi didn't when he played H3, which was a blunder. It's too bad he didn't see Queen H5. That would have been such a stellar move. We yesterday we did one on it, and we showed that in 42 moves it would have ended up in a mate for white. So if Fabi would have played Queen H5, both sides played optimum. After Queen H5, it would have ended in a mate for Fabi. So it was a blessing that that Fabi missed H3 for Magnus, for sure. Well, I don't think they mix up anything. I think they, you know what, these players, guys, are on a level that are like chess engines. They don't make mistakes. I'll just leave it with that. Yeah, but still, you know what? What we were talking about. Yeah, it was 42 and checkmate. It was actually a queen, and what happened was it came down to a queen and rook. The queen outplayed the rook, and the king got it on the back rank. The king was here. The queen and what happened was the king was here. The king was here, and the rook was here. Black's rook. The queen slid over here and took it. And what happened was the king ran, and this queen came over to F2 and pushed the king back. And it was like two moves, and then what happened was mate, or it was something similar to that. I'm not exactly sure. I can't recreate it fully, but it was so sweet. It took the rook. The king tried to flee along the back rank, and the queen went, "Ain't gonna do it. You ain't fleeing," and it went here and directed the king right back, and that was the demise of it. Yeah. Gotta love it when a plan comes together, like Hannibal Smith said. Well, think about this. I know A Team's just a movie, but think, how do you think Hannibal Smith got so good? Even though the A Team's a movie, how do you think he got so good? He had to practice. In the movie, that one girl that was the head person to get the plates back said this: "We should always think that Hannibal Smith is has more information than we do." And of course he did, and he didn't have the technology that they did. But he knew how to get the information and he knew how to use it. And that's the whole thing. We have a lot of information, but we need to learn how to use the information. And if when we can do that, then you guys can be grandmasters. We can be grandmasters. It'll There's a book called Tipping Point. When you reach that tipping point, you'll like it won't. It's like, how something, you put a coin into a machine, and a soda can pops down, and then you hear that clunk. That's kind of what I think of the tipping point as. You put it that much information in, then you click what soda you want, and it comes down and it goes clunk, and that's the tipping point. That one extra coin that you put in that tipped it over so that you can have that soda. Rook F1. Nice. You're funny, Fox. You're funny. That's funny. No, I know you would do it. You'd be able to hold your own, bro. You just have to do one thing that the engines do. No fear. Play the best move like my teacher told me. No fear. That's how the engines can play in the most toughest positions. They have no fear of, oh no, if I do this I'm gonna look bad, or if I'm gonna retreat back I'm gonna look bad. They don't have that. All they have one goal in mind. It's called the W, the win. And so if they have to repeat moves, what, 2 times, they'll do that. They don't care what the world thinks. Their whole goal is that W. I kind of have come to the realization on that you have to put aside yourself and your ego and pride and all that if you want to be number one. I've been getting better lately because, well, that's fine. Hey, that's good. I'm glad you got a teacher. Don't take that for granted, because it is a true gift to have a teacher. You always got to make sure your teacher understands, because think about it. Your teacher was there at one time too. And if yeah, that's exactly right. Do you know what? You know how my teacher told me very something like, walking on eggshells. I like that statement, Fox, because it's this. He says you have to be able to control your emotions. And I like eggshells, walking on eggshells, because it's all about um, that fear factor that you have to get over. we all have that voice that says, "Oh, it's an international master. It's a FIDE master. Oh no, it's an NM." You know what? They're human too. Remember, they also have. I keep saying remember. They also have emotions, fears, and stuff as the same as us. They just know how to compartmentalize it so that they can work around it. And we just have to be able to, as chess players as well, or crunchers, chess crunchers, we have to be able to crunch our way through the stuff too. And you know what? What's the worst that could happen? You lose. You know what? That's what the computer, the engines don't care if they lose. They care about that one day that they win and they win a title. That's their whole purpose, is to win, and they know how to win. Rook each. This is interesting. This is getting into an interesting endgame where these two pawns. Let's see. There's 4 versus 6, but these pawns are like really not going anywhere. But white has in theory 3 passed pawns, but 2 of them are isolated pawns. It's tempting to play this, but we don't want to let, if we play this, it lets him in. So the knight has to stay here to guard that, so the pawns will guard there. So these are all guarded. And that's why we need to reroute our rook. Is we have to the white yeah. It depends on if it's a bishop of same color. Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's correct. That's right, Fox. I couldn't have said it better. It depends on if there's 2 bishops or 1 bishop or what color. If you have the same bishop endgame, or same color bishop endgame, you want to put your pawns on the opposite color of your bishop, and you want to lock all of their pawns on the same color as your bishop, because that makes more targets for your bishop to snipe at. You see how when the bishop moved back, the knight knew exactly it could implant there, because the bishop took away, when the bishop moved here, it took away the king's flight square, so the knight could jump in if it needed to. And now, because now the king really can't enter. If he does, he's up a creek without a paddle, because he can just play bishop there. And now if you play rook takes, I guess you could win that, but it's equal. That's actually better, 1 pawn up for white in that line. So the engine calculated that out. It didn't worry about it. And even if the king played here, you could potentially play bishop to f3. Maybe safer. Yeah. So now we can actually implant our knight here. Oh, nice. Nice. Loving it. Woohoo. That's great. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah. Leela's really going for the takedown. Now it's basically over for black. Black's just hanging on by threads. Sweet, nice. This is just a crunch, crunch, crunch attack. Oh, ooh, not fun, not fun. Queen. Oh, nice, nice. It's too bad though we couldn't fork. Ah, ooh, we can fork here now. There we go. There we go. Boom. And now we got 3 passers, and it's like, whoa, hello. I'm surprised they didn't do. Oh, the rook. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Boom, boom. Yeah, my bad there. I'm sorry. That's the reason. Yeah. Now it's unstoppable victory for white. How is he going to control these 2 pawns? Remember, we studied in Jeremy Silman's, these 2 pawns could actually protect themselves. And white won the game. Yeah. Nice job. I'm excited for tomorrow. We'll get to see how the games go. Alright, let's do some tactics. Okay, we'll finish this one up and then this one here, and then we'll do the Nakamura one. Okay. I'm thinking it's bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, and then f4. Am I seeing this right, or is it f4 right now, right off the bat? But I don't think so, because then the the fork wouldn't. No, because I don't. Yeah, I gotta tell you, this wouldn't work because of this one thing. Watch, I was thinking about this. F4 is way too soon because of uh, bishop takes G4, and it's attacking our queen. So if H takes G4. Then we play knight. He plays knight takes G4, and we lose all of our advantage. Trying to see, is that correct? F4, bishop takes G4. Bishop takes G4. H takes G4. That's what I'm thinking, because otherwise his bishop would be taking our bishop and it stops our sequence. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking bishop takes e6, queen takes e6, f4. And I don't think he can hold against that. Maybe f4 does work. Now that we think about it, it might actually work. See, f4. Um, huh. Actually, k is king. N equals n. N is the symbol. N is the symbol for N is the symbol for knight. K equals king. Well, I just wanted to help you with notation. I had that too. There we go. Let's see. Takes, queen takes f4, queen takes h4, pawn takes rook. And then knight g4. Does that threaten mate, though, for us? I think we probably could play queen up. See, f4. Yeah, I'm thinking that this has to be the right. There we go. Okay. Because I believe this is the reason why. If we try, we'll go over it in the analysis mode. If we tried it right away, he can actually play bishop takes, h takes, and then takes. Well, no, maybe that is wrong. Let me see. What am I missing? Okay, he takes. Oh, okay, g takes, h takes g. G8. Oh, we just get, it's an even trade at that point. Oh, snikes. It's an even trade. So to make it so that we win a piece, we have to do that. Okay, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. And now we pick up a piece for a pawn. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's, you have a Nakamura game. Let's take a lookie. So this is the B-O Cloud. How do you pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll just this D3, okay. The reason the computer moved was because of bishop A6. It just gets out of any bishop A6 ideas, because let's say that we played this, right? He could play bishop A6 and then at the right moment start the chomp, the opening of the position on us. So That's why the king moved. A6, see? That's what black was planning. And so white sidestepped that. See how white's got the center locked down, and now white's gonna go for everything. White's sensing the pain of black's position, and white's gonna totally stomp him now. Stomp the other engine, I mean. They don't show, you know what, they don't have any emotions. Their goal is they sense a weakness, they take advantage of a weakness. That's how we should think in our positions. Our opponent makes a weakness, you play the board, not your opponent. So if they make a weakness, play that weakness and win. And then you can, like an engine does, you can show your opponent how you won so that they can get better and you can get better. That takes, bishop takes. Now, this is nothing but pain. Boom! I like it a lot. This is so nice. This little, let's say the rook played a silly move here. Oh, too late. Hello. Remember me? Remember that? Yeah, remember rook? There it is. Gotta love it. That's why the knight moved here, if you were wondering. Because it's to block this. If the knight hadn't moved there, this would have been possible with that takes. If the knight hadn't moved here, oops, where do I do? Alternate. If the knight hadn't moved here, the rook could have played there. After the pawn took, queen takes there, and boom, mate. Oh man, this is so nice. All black has to, white has to do is go king g2, queen h1, and then even slam dunk a pawn there. Ooh, even nicer. But then the queen's gonna come to h4 forced. Now, if I was white, I'd retreat my knight back, I mean rook back, and go for. Yeah, nice, loving it, loving it. Oh, it's doing that move. Okay. And now it's covered. Do you see why the bishop had to take at that point now? And now the queen could actually intercept. And if the queen took, queen takes, we have the two bishops and a superior position with rook on the fifth going after the pawns. Oh, that's intense. This is where I would move right here. Let's see if the engine thinks we're right. Yay! Alright. Yeah, we're seeing it. See, that's a tactic right there. What are we threatening? We're threatening the rook, and we're threatening to come in and take and snap some pawns off. That was a tactic. If we hadn't have learned our tactics, we would not have been able to see that. So that's how important tactics are. By the way, let's do some tactics. Yeah, let's do it. All right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. Kaboom. Now this is the idea here. You have to play there after it takes. Boom. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. We're slowly knocking the points back into our favor. What are we missing here? Do 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 do. A do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Interesting. Yeah. Nice. That does hold. Oh. Maybe that. Nope. 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 Huh. Oh. Well, let's check after. I'll finish this, then we'll go over that line. Forgot to go over that line. That's what we'll do. Just we will do it. Not to worry. Not to worry. No, that doesn't work. I think you're right. No, this is a bad move. Bishop takes f6 is bad. It actually helps black in that line, because then the bishop could actually take and open a pin on our knight. Yeah. Huh. Whoa, nice. You were right about the bishop takes c. Wow. I was wrong. Yep. Then you're attacking there. So let's take a look at that one puzzle I promised you we would look at it. Okay, dokie. And we were going to see why queen d wasn't right. Queen f6, okay. That's sneaky. It's queen here, which takes advantage of this. Did this answer your question? Queen a1 loses here. Interesting, huh? That was an interesting puzzle, to say the oops. Let's do another one. Yeah, good job, guys. Great find there. Okay. Is that a Magnus picture? Wow. They have an emoji, a Magnus emoji. Cool. Excuse me. Oh, there's a Fabi emoji. But the picture doesn't look too happy with the Magnus emoji. Fabi looks happy. They should make the Magnus emoji with a smile too, because there's nothing to be sad about. When you're playing chess, there is no bad day. So every chess player should have a smile. A smile. That's what they should have. Is this? That should be a chess player's face right there. A smile. Okay. So knight c3. Oh, oh. Yikesies. Which knight is it? I'm trying to think. Is it knight c2 ce4? Oh. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't see that. Oh, that's funny. We got it right, but oh man, just take the rook. Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy. It was there. Just take it. You know what I mean? Take the rook. Ugh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? Do 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 do. What do we have here? Hmm. believe I can fly. The queen check, and there we go. So queen check. If knight f6, then we go boom, e5. Hello, there we go. Yes. Oh, so the king moves. He wants to play that way, does he? Okay. I'm gonna go queen g7, and then we're gonna be threatening queen g7. We threaten rook f8, checkmate. What do you think? I'm going queen g7. That's my vote, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Why d5? We pick up a rook in the queen g7. If knight c7, we play queen takes h8, and we pick up a rook. Well, okay, let's say this, right? Boom. Yeah. Good job, guys. Yeah. All right. All right. Yes, yes, yes. I believe I can fly. I think you're right. King g3 allows for bishop d3 to happen. Yeah. Yeah. See, king h3. bishop d3, g4, and we should be fine. This move, king h3, even if bishop d3 or bishop a2, we have g4 right off the bat. I like that idea. Nice. Okay, I will be right back. I'll put it on not unrated. We'll do the Scotch game, and then we'll do 2 more puzzles, and then I gotta log. Let's take a look and go for it. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at D5. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go over our Scotch game. An opening. 4-9. Hold on. We'll finish this. Oh. Oh, wait a second. You want to take a look at that? Okay, let's take a... Oops, I can't take a look at it because it wasn't rated. Sorry, guys. Oh, it was. That's the mate. Okay, then we'll go over the Scotch now. Hopefully Fabi, our Magnus, plays the Scotch tomorrow. That would be fun to watch. Let's see if there's any games that go along with this. Ooh, there's one game where a Grandmaster won. Grandmaster. Oh, turn off the engine. What's the engine on for? Wow. Of course, you guys see why this is a blunder. Let me take here. Check. I'm sorry, not check there. Well, Grandmaster Simon Williams says you got to be careful. Because Gambits, he told me when I was listening to his master course, he says they're short-lived. That's what he said in his presentation. Gambits, like there's certain types. You'll get a. He says, yeah. He said that you'll get quick results, but what'll happen is eventually your opponents will take those gambits home and they'll put them into their engine and they'll find loopholes around that so that they can continue to play. Trust me, they do that. That's what he said. So he played the English. His favorite was the English. Let's check, see how we're doing. Yeah, I'll go another 11 minutes. So I'll do a couple more puzzles. Let me see here. That is true. Very true. Just always like Grandmaster Simon. Yeah. What Grandmaster Simon Williams says, always be ready. I was looking at Queen C8 like what you guys are saying, but Rook, Rook F, F. I think it's F7 takes. I don't know if I'm writing this right. D7 or something like that. I don't know if I'm writing that right, but I think that's right. But yeah, I guess if it's pinned, you don't need to do that. Yeah, because it's pinned. There's no way you can. I didn't think about that. Yeah, rook takes D7. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Once it's pinned, you can do that. But I do like this. Oops. What are we missing? It's this here. Nope, black's still good. And the king could just run. Yeah, what I saw here was, I'll show you guys. First of all, we have to check to get him here. See if this is important. So then we can play here, and he doesn't have this check. He doesn't have the check. So he can only play here to attack. Then what we can do is come to D, which the bishop covers that, the bishop covers this, and the king covers this. The knight covers that. So there's only one square the king could go to, is here. When he does go there, we come here. So the king can only go here. Then we come there and we fork these two pieces here. And this is the setup. Right there, and the knight goes right there. The king comes here, and we fork these two pieces. And we win. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we'll do one more. One more. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Let me me see here. We'll give it a shot. Huh. We'll do one more. Come on, come on, let's get this one. Let's get it done. One more. Come on, stay focused. Ay, ay. I think we win a piece with see takes, queen takes, rook slides over, Wherever the queen moves, we pick up the knight. Perfect. Okay. You guys got any questions on this before I log off? On this puzzle? You guys a minute to respond just in case there's a lag. Okay. 2000, no. Well, guys, I wanted to thank you for all logging on. This is great. We're doing better. We're getting everything down. We went over the Scots game. It's going to be great tomorrow. Magnus plays Fabi. Yeah, we're going to get to watch some more chess and learn and get better. And you know what? Like life, we got to keep moving forward. We have the best ability, like an engine. Our mind's an engine the Lord's given us, and we have to use it for Him. We also need to keep in mind that we have to constantly, every day, study. No matter if you feel like it or don't feel like it, you gotta study. Put in the time. And when you do that, you'll get better. You'll improve. You'll keep pushing forward, and you'll see big time. You'll get a lot of results in your play. But it's not like what Bruce Lee said. There are no limits. There are plateaus. You must not stay there. You must go beyond them. And never give up. Because we can know a lot of information, but unless we apply it, nothing. You can be willing, but unless you do it, again, nothing. Until you apply what you know and do what you will. Of course, for the Lord, you will not be able to go to the next level. And it's our plateau, as Bruce Lee called it. And we have to always, I know I repeat that a couple times, remember that there's 3 stages in chess. There's opening, middle game, and end game. One area that's the least taught is end game. But one area that needs to be also taught is middle game, which is the tactics. So tactics need to be a priority for students to study. And when they do that, they'll be able to spot them. Tactics are even in end games. Like you might be able to win a rook in an end game. Like you can save a game. Look, we saw how you can actually save a game even if he has a bishop and you have a bishop and pawn versus bishop and versus just king and pawn. King pawn bishop versus king and pawn. We were able to stalemate the player because we knew how to do it. So that's just what we need to do is keep push forward. Remember, coal under pressure becomes a diamond, and a sword properly sharpened, like we sharpen our tactics, is very dangerous on the board. So yeah, I just want to leave you guys with those thoughts from Chess Cruncher and my Chess Cruncher fans. We also need to keep the 2 candidates in your thoughts and prayers as well. Okay, remember what we do? We hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, and we sit down and study when most won't. We do, and that makes all the difference. Okay, as Wesley So says, through the Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, evening, and Lord willing, guys, I'll be on tomorrow, and we'll keep pushing forward, and we'll have a Fabi Magnus game, or sorry, a Magnus Fabi game, because I believe Magnus is white tomorrow, and we'll go over it and continue to get better from learning from them. Okay, be blessed, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, great job, go Team Chess Cruncher, hoorah! Be blessed. Bye bye.